Welcome back to the channel, guys. Episode 26 of the Youth Academy Challenge, and we are now a Serie A team. It's time to have a look at the progress then, tick a few achievements off, and all that good stuff. Let's do it. We haven't had a look at the bingo sheet for a few seasons, so I thought we'd have a look and see if we can tick anything off. And we can. I've had a look at a few things, and first things first, we've got the Continental C license. We've also got the B, the A, and the Pro, which is fantastic, so we can definitely fill those guys. There we go. And we might win Manager of the Year this season, so I'll hold on to that at the moment. I'll do it next season if I win it. For now, I'm just going to get the things that I know about right this second, because I've had to stop at the end of the season. I'm not at the beginning of next season yet, because I've got a few things to show you. But I thought at the end of this season, because it's literally just the end, we just finished, and I've not gone on too far. I wanted to get an update out very quickly. We've also got 500k. Well, we've actually got 650k career earnings right now, so we're ticking that one off. We're not obviously at 1 million yet, but not too far away. We haven't done our youth facilities or our training facilities yet. Next year we should be able to, but we have improved our junior coaching, haven't we? So that's something else that can go up. We obviously haven't got state of the art. They haven't got exceptional junior coaching or youth recruitment yet. We haven't got a player worth 50 million. We haven't won a double or a treble, all that stuff. So we're not down here. I think, is that Manager of the Year? Have I got that twice? I just read that over here as well. And it doesn't matter. With promotion from Serie B, that's pretty obvious we've got that. Thank you very much. Youth player scores over 20 goals in a season. That's happened for the last couple of seasons. We had obviously Gisti and then this year Flauto. So that is a definite. We've also got to the quarterfinal of the Coppa Italia last year. We got knocked out, I think, by Roma. So fairly didn't expect it to happen, to be honest. Youth player is league player of the season. That could happen. Again, could be Flauto. We'll see. I'm not going to tick it off just yet. Youth player is league top scorer. We've got that. Flauto was the top scorer in Serie B. Unbeaten at home in the league. We didn't get that. Invincible, obviously not. We didn't. I don't think we scored 100 goals. Well, we can't have been far off, but I don't think we scored 100 goals. Let me just check really quickly. I don't think we did. If you I was to guess, it was about 90, maybe 88. Yeah, 88. Just short of 90. Okay, that's no problem. Okay, so we haven't got that. Oh, we were very attacking, so we've definitely not got conceded less than 15 goals. Youth player becomes club icon. I think we've got that. Gargiulo is an icon now. So yes, we do have that. So that is something we can also tick off. I didn't see that one initially. Not a club legend yet. Youth player gets a goal of the season. I don't think we've got that yet. Beats one of the big six. We haven't got that. Obviously, not yet. We've beaten Pisa now. That's something else we can tick off. That's pretty cool. We didn't beat Lazio. We lost to them this year 4-0. They're also a rival. We haven't got a player that's got a cap for Italy just yet. That's fine. We've also reached 3-star club reputation now. So our reputation's gone up. So our intake should be a lot better in general now. That's really good. What else have we got? I've put everything on this list here. Youth player. Assists over 10 times in a season. We've got that a few times now. We haven't got the 30 goal mark though yet. Or the assist of 20 yet. We haven't got that just yet. Soon. Hopefully we get a worldie in Serie A and he goes and scores 30 goals. That'd be really, really, really nice. I don't think there's anything else that we've got. I think that's pretty much everything. If you guys do see something and you're like, Lewis, obviously you've got that, please let me know in the comments because there will be something I've missed. There's 100 of these and I want to try and get as many as we can. A lot of them are really in Serie A. The closest one we should be is manage 500 games. I don't know if we've got that. Let's have a look really fast. No, we haven't got that. No, we haven't got that yet. That's not yet. Nowhere near, I don't think. It's fine. Right. So that is the first thing I wanted to show you guys. The next thing is we got 2 more upgrades. Now, the junior budget one, the junior coaching budget, they just accepted outright. Straight away, bang. We're in good form, and that played a big part in making that happen. And you played a big part in making that happen, so we're happy to grant your request. The youth recruitment one, that was the last one. That was from excellent to exceptional. So actually, I could have ticked exceptional off in the bingo sheet, but I didn't want to spoil this part for you guys. So I will go back and do that. I had to argue a little bit for that, but again, I clicked the rivals, and it says after considering what you said, they decided to grant your request. Now we've got maximum youth recruitment. So we have got the biggest net outside of Livorno, the widest net now to go and get the players that we want. So we've got exceptional youth recruitment. Academy coaching should be going up. It should make its way up to, like, I think is it great next or excellent? I don't know which one it is. In Serie A, though, we need to be making use of youth facilities and training facilities, because they're going to be relatively cheap right now because we are bang in the middle. So the finances, though, we got money for winning the league, and now our finances are projected to go up to 50 million, which is absolutely insane. I didn't even know that. You guys are learning that at the same time as me. That is absolutely insane. So hopefully now after that promotion, we should never have to worry about money again. That would be nice. So yeah, we did get, like I said, how much was it? 2.218 million from winning Serie B, which is fantastic. I don't know if we got any money for finishing second. Not sure if you do. Oh, you do. Oh, you do. Oh, even if you finish third as well. That's right. That's really good. I was just going to say, I did wonder. So I did end up playing the rest of the season, obviously. Flauto got 28 goals. I think he would have got the 30-goal mark, so we could have ticked off the other achievement if he'd have not been injured. But it is what it is. We ended up finishing 13 points clear. I'll show the end of the schedule, though. After the Ascoli game, we drew with Monza at home. We had to score in the last minute, Flauto, to rescue that. They were better than us. We played Tanana, we won 1-0, we were better than them. And then we beat Cosenza 7-4. And honestly, there's been a few wacky games this year. There's been a 4-2, 6-1, 4-3, 4-1, 7-4. I think there was a crazy one down here as well somewhere. I can't remember where it was. No, maybe there wasn't. 4-2s, 4-2s. That's absolutely... It was brilliant. And then we obviously lost last game of the season. We lost to Torino, who also went up with us. Torino ended up finishing second, and they beat us to finish second. So they were good. We were away from home. They're the best team in the league on paper, the players-wise. It was very even, but they took their chance. And we did play a few youngsters like Frascadori at left-back, who played really well, to be fair. And Nasri. We also played Bonomi from the start and Bartolini. So there was no Vantagiato, no Sabatini. I dropped those guys to the bench because I'm looking to try and phase them out for Serie A. So like I said, I'm going to keep you guys up to speed with everything that's going on. I've sort of put the players in the team that I wanted to start the season as well. So Bianco will be in goal, Gardini right back, Frascadori will be left back. We'll be looking, now he's competent now, Frascadori. So he is looking more and more like he's gone down a little bit. So he has declined slightly, but that is just so his current ability has gone down just to try and fit in this new position. So once he's learned this new position, then he should start going up again, which would be really nice. But I'm just going to start the season with him. It's going to be a baptism of fire, but there is no point in me playing the other left backs. They're not going to get any better. They've got no potential. So Frascadori, by the start of this season, he should be accomplished at left back, and we're just going to play him. We're going to concede goals. We know that. But if we can play really attacking, and we've got some good players at the top end of the pitch and in midfield, and at centre-back now as well, Zanotti's getting better and better. And hopefully, by 10, 12 games in the first half of the season in Serie A, that should have allowed a lot of my players to improve even more because we're at a higher level now. So that would be even better. So Frascadori is just going to go straight in. I'm just going to risk it. I'm going to go straight in. Francesco Fina will keep his position with Gargiulo. Vantagiato on the right-hand side for now. The reason why I'm keeping Vantagiato on the right-hand side is because he has got a little bit of potential left. He's close to his potential, but he's got a little bit left. He's getting better a bit already. I want to try and maximise that. Get as much as I can out of that. And then I'll probably bring Bartolini in. He's on the bench. Bonomi's going to start the season as a shadow striker up there. Again, he's getting a little bit worse, getting used to this new position, but he'll get there. He's got good work rate. I really like that. Good decision making, good stamina for a player that we need in our system. So I'm going to use him as that. He did get better, and then he's got slightly worse again, but not too like I said. He went down and then he's gone up again. So we might see like a little downward sign when we get to like June, July. But by the season starts in Serie A with game time and his good personality and good training and all that stuff and upgrades to facilities, we should be going upwards, shouldn't we? Gisti hasn't got better at all, really, this season. I don't think. Let's have a look at that progress bar. Oh, a little bit, actually. Since January onwards, he was a bit, I don't know. But yeah, he's got a bit better. That's nice. I've just not seen as many green arrows, but that's to be expected. But he's still apparently got potentially Serie A standard potential. So maybe he was just at his maximum because he was a leading player for Serie B. So maybe in Serie A, we see him go to a new level. I really hope so. That would be really nice. We need that. And that is pretty much it. That's going to be the starting lineup for the season, I'm pretty certain. Zanotti now has got 15 tackling, 14 marking, 13 positioning. This guy is looking more and more like a Serie A centre-back the more I look at him. So I think we're all right with him. He's a Serie B standard, but he's really high-level Serie B standard. If we actually go and have a look at the Serie B league table, and we go to the preview, it shows you the best players down here, doesn't it? So obviously this guy was the best player in the league, by the way. I want to show you this guy as well from Lecce. He's amazing. Look, watch this. He's a wonder kid. He was playing this year in this division. It's a bargain at 7-8 million as well. He's wanted by all the best clubs in the world. And then Tottenham. And if I keep going down, keep going down, it shows you my best player soon. Where is it? Gisti's my best player. And Fino is my second best player. That's interesting. I thought Zanotti would be there, but it's nice to see that Fino is still doing well. It might be the same with Fino as well, because he's not got much better. The last little bit of his potential might upgrade in Serie A. He's still a decent player, though. I'm looking at these players and I'm thinking we're going to really struggle. We are going to struggle, but I don't know if we're really going to struggle. We should be all right. We'll see. We might surprise ourselves. I might come back to you guys in halfway through the season next season, and it honestly could be a situation where we're mid-table. It could happen. We just reached the end of June and the board have sent me this message. The board wish to hold a meeting with you regarding improving the training facilities. So they're actually asking me. That's the first time that's ever happened. So obviously we're going to say yes to that. We did have 1.8 million in the club before this. So it looks like took $1 million out. The leagues have just turned over. And we've got our fixtures. The first game of the season, as you can see there, is against Cagliari. I do want to see how bad it's predicting us to be. So 1,000 to 1. I mean, if we look at it this way, right? Torino, who are newly promoted, like us, but they're not bottom. They're actually 300 to 1. There's also Medina, Brescia, and Monza worse than them. We were close to beating Torino last season. In fact, we did beat them once, and I think we lost once at the end of the season. So it just goes to show you we can reach that level. So if we can beat these teams around us, there's no reason why we can't stay up. Even maybe like a team like Cremonese or Cagliari, first game of the season. I think teams like Sassuolo and upwards are going to be really, really tough. But if we can beat these guys around here or enough points, I think there's no reason why we can't. There's absolutely no reason. The worst, we have got the worst best players, if that makes sense, as well over there. Gisti and Fino. The board have accepted the youth facilities ask from me. They didn't even put up a fight. They just accepted it straight away. They said, we agree that in order for our youth players to progress, they need better facilities to improve as players. Therefore, we will shortly action this request. 825k. So we are now, I think, slightly in the red. But like I said, like I keep saying, the projection is going to go up to 51. Another thing as well that I want to mention is we've had a few players poached off us. One by Cecina down here, striker, Rudali, and a goalkeeper called Stufi from Empoli. Now, I don't know if these guys are going to be any good, but it's a bit annoying that teams in, I mean, Cecina are in Serie B. Empoli are in Serie B, and now we're in Serie A, so that shouldn't be happening soon. I was just having a look at head of youth developments as well, because we did mention that in the last episode, and these are the best guys that we can get. Callum McCann instantly stands out because he's got 3-star reputation and he's got good attributes. So this guy's got 20 working with youngsters, 18 judging player potential, and judging player ability 16. Like the judging player potential is really, really good for this sort of role. Again, the reputation's a lot higher, so he's probably got more weight around getting players to join us, maybe, because FM uses reputation a lot. It's really powerful. The other one I'm thinking, it's a bit of a wild card choice, is Ogenyi Onyaze, who is fairly professional. He has the same reputation as Cantarelli. He's slightly worse, if at all, but he's only got a National A licence, which means if we give him his Continental C, B, A and Pro, that's 4 licences. If we get all those 4 licences, this guy could honestly become one of the best head of youths in the world, because his attributes would obviously increase. Now I'm thinking about getting him in. Yeah, it's something I'm really thinking about. Let me know in the comments, guys, because I want to sort of upgrade, because Cantarelli is going to get no better than he currently is if we have a look at him. Yeah, I mean, his judging player potential is actually worse. Good personality, but I think we get Onyaze. I think I go and get Onyaze. Onazi, sorry. Ogenyi Onazi. I think we get him in and get him his coaching qualifications. And I think he'd be even better than this. I think I'm going to do that. Let me know if you think that's the right choice. I think it is. Because every single time I've done this challenge before, I've gone for someone that's not got as many licenses, and he's got like more room to grow. Like it's ironic because I'm looking for potential in a guy that's judging potential. Does that make sense? So obviously Callum McCann would have been a nice choice, but he's not going to get any better than that, and he's quite good. But I don't think he even knows Italy whatsoever. At least Onazi has played in Italy. Pretty sure he played for Lazio. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I don't know if that'll make a massive difference. He's been around the world since then. He's on a world tour, but I just think he'd be really good. 4-4-2 preferred formation is absolutely fine. I don't mind that. I really don't mind that at all. He'll produce wide midfielders, but that's fine. I can even retrain them to fullback or high up the pitch. It's absolutely fine. And 2 strikers, that's good because he'll give me more strikers. I like that. Fairly professional. I know that's not professional like Cantarelli. Let's have a look at this guy's. Yeah, it's level-headed as well. His media handling style. Really good. Reserved is really nice. But there's no one else that's... Maybe I'm changing it for the sake of it. In Cabaselli here. No, he's not very good. Onazi or McCann, isn't it? That's the only 2 if we're going to do it. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys would do. And I might get Onazi. I might change my mind until that's the time, but you guys let me know. Halfway through the season then, guys, and honestly, I cannot even believe where we are in the league. We are 7th somehow. I do think we're going to fall further down this list. We've been a bit lucky in a few games. We've scored a few chances where I've been like, oh, we've got away with that game. We've got away with that game a little bit. Now, I've looked at the data hub, and honestly, it doesn't look like that's been the case as much, but maybe I'm being a bit harsh on the team. We should be 8th, but we're 7th. We've scored 6 more goals than we should have, and we've conceded 4 less goals than we should have. We've got 5 more points than we should have. So maybe that's where what I've just said is come from a little bit. But honestly, we've been really, really good. Really, really, really good. Flauto scored 11 goals in 18 games or 17 games, whichever it is. Roma have got a ridiculously good striker. I'll show you the results in a second. First of all, though, I do want to show you guys that I've also had another junior coaching upgrade. So now we're at excellent academy coaching, and obviously we're at maximum youth recruitment, which is brilliant. The training facilities has come through. Now we're at good. I think we are currently in the midst of doing youth facilities and training facilities. So the youth facilities one is done in a week. And then the other training facilities is done in 3 months. And then once that's done, we'll do another one. I'm going to try and get as many as I possibly can. Because obviously, like I said, I'm going to be getting about 20, 30 million this year through different things like gate receipts, TV deals, sponsorships, etc., season ticket deals. All in total, it's about 30, 35, I think. So we are going to try and maximum and get as much as we can out of these training facilities. Because even if we do go back down at some point, because remember, we're doing well this season, and we're probably not going to go down this season, but next season, you never know. 3 strong teams might come up, 3 weak teams might go down, and we could be right in the bottom of the zone. Especially when teams sort of adjust to how we're playing in terms of the style. So, like I said, honestly, we've been... I'll show you the schedule now. So we started off with a win against Cagliari. Gisti scored. Gisti's scoring more goals in Serie A than Serie B. I don't understand why. Then we lost to Napoli second game of the season 2-1. They deserved to win. I'm pretty sure they dominated us. It should have been more. It wasn't. Yeah, we had 2 shots on target, scored 1. They had a lot of shots on target, and they just won. So, yeah, that's probably where it was coming from, my initial comment. Then we beat Monza 2-0. We dominated. Gargiulo got a penalty really early, then Gisti sort of settled it. But, yeah, we were really good in that game. I was happy with that. And then... that was a good sign for me. The Cagliari wins and Monza games after the first 3, I was like, right, okay, that's good because they're both home, so we're going to be quite strong at home, and they're both teams that are near the bottom where we need to beat those teams. So from that point, I was quietly confident. We drew with Bologna 2-2, but that was away. At home, I was sort of like, right, we might beat them at home. It was very, very similar in terms of XG and chances. We had more possession, but they scored pretty late on. But again, I was encouraged by it because we are creating chances away from home in the big league. So I was fine with that. I don't mind getting draws away. It doesn't matter who it's against. Then we beat Salernitana away 3-1. We scored 2 goals near the end. But again, we were the better team then, in my opinion anyway. A draw I couldn't have been annoyed at, but that's absolutely fine. No, beat Udinese at home, which was a little bit surprising because I wasn't expecting it. It was near the end, Bartolini, 86th minute. But again, look, we had 3 XG. If you notice, we are creating chances, which is what the 4-2-3-1 is doing for us. So that's why I wanted to keep it. Because at the very least, yeah, these teams have got better players than us. But if we just keep going, just constant, just keep coming like a tsunami, just wave after wave after wave after wave after wave, at some point, something's got to give, and we're going to score goals. So that's what I've been trying to do. So Udinese there. And then we lost against Roma 2-1. I'm pretty sure that's the top scorer, scored 2 against us. He's very good, this guy. But they had 3 XG and they totally deserved to win. A bit like Napoli. But again, if you guys notice, yes, we're conceding 3.28 XG, and that's a lot. But we're also away from home against Roma. We've created 2 XG. Now, I don't want to bang on about XG too much, but it's just a nice guide to show you the quality of chances we made, right? So like I said, I don't want people to be watching the video thinking, oh, it just goes on about XG. I'm just trying to give you guys a sense of, if I just tell you I had 12 shots and 5 on target, those 5 could be from outside the box. But when you see the 2xG with 5 shots on target, that's a better picture because they're obviously decent chances. Because on average of those shots on target, obviously there's some shots on target that miss the target, but it's an average of about 4-ish? 0.4. Yeah, 0.4 bang on, almost, to 2xG. So that's quite high quality chances. So against Roma away from home, that's pretty good. And we had more possession away from home as well. We are playing pretty well. So that was another one. Cremonese, this was a little bit of okay, as things changed here, I was a bit worried about this one. We're at home against Cremonese and we lost 1-0 and I was a bit like, oh, we didn't create much and they didn't. I wonder if our early form's going off the cliff sort of thing. Then we drew away to Torino 1-1. They probably just edged that. Fino got sent off, which didn't help. So yeah, and then what happened after that? We beat Brescia 3-0 and I was sort of like, oh, okay, I can relax a little bit. We were a bit clinical there, to be fair. Flauto and Vantagiato nicely finished that off for us, but they created quite a lot. But again, it's Serie A, they're going to do that. And then out of nowhere, we beat Verona away from home 6-3. These games sometimes happen for us, and we just took everything almost. Bonomi scored, Fino, Bonomi 2, Vantagiato. Bonomi's been really good. I'm going to show you Bonomi in a second. He's going to be our best player. We beat Lazio. Yeah, this one. I was gobsmacked. I was absolutely gobsmacked. But again, look at how equal those stats are in the game. They're pretty much identical. We've had 2 more shots and 2 more shots on target, but possession's very similar. And we finished our chances. Flauto again and Fino. Fino's a really good finisher. They did get a guy sent off after they scored, which probably killed. We might have drawn this game 2-2 if they'd have had a guy, because they came on a bit strong at the end of the, as you'd expect. We got a bit tired, and I don't have backup players as good as the other teams. So that was a nice little bit, a little bit piece of luck that you often don't get on FM, that Kogic got sent off and then we finished it. And I was sort of like, whew, it wouldn't have mattered. We were in a good position, but it was just nice to know that we can beat these teams, and it was great. And then we lost to AC Milan 3-2. Again, we were 3-0 down, and then we scored a couple of goals near the end of the game, but they were better than us. But again, we did create quite a lot against them, and we were just sat and counter-attacking, really. It's a deserved loss. It's absolutely fine. Don't mind that at all. We drew with Juventus 2-2, and I could not believe it. But again, if you look, very similar. We had more shots than them and more than double shots on target than Juventus. Now, I know we're at home, and we scored near the end of the game because I was sat there at 2-1 down thinking, we actually deserve a point here. I can't be too annoyed because it's Juventus, and they were also playing a 4-4-2, you know, with Santiago Jimenez, the guy from Feyenoord in real life, and Vlahovic, 2 really meta, big, strong strikers in a 4-4-2, and I'm thinking, we're doing so well here. And then, like I said, Flauto scored at the end for the draw, and I was like, yeah, that's deserved. And I'm just so happy with his performance. Even if we'd have lost, I was so happy with it. We're doing really, really well. We beat Medina 3-2, and then we beat Sassuolo 6-1. Again, these sometimes happen, especially at home, and we just absolutely annihilated them. They had a guy sent off, but we were already 3-0 up at that point. Flauto didn't score or get an assist that game, which was crazy. But Gisti did. Gisti got 1 goal, but he got loads of assists, didn't he? Got 2 assists and a goal. But yeah, we've been really good. But again, this is not like a smash and grab, is it? We're actually dominating some of these teams, which is really, really good. We got beat by Inter Milan 3-0, which is our heaviest defeat. But again, they're the champions. They've been the champions for a while. And they were just too good for us. They just blew us away in the first 10 minutes. Stojilikovic, this guy here, model professional, absolutely rapid, really small. Just went round all my players, pretty much, for one of the goals. It was just really, really good. Just one of those things that happens. It's not a problem. Beat Atlanta 2-0. Can't believe it. Atlanta have got a ridiculous team. But again, very, very even. We scored 2 goals near the end, which was really, really nice. Actually, I remember this game because it was quite recent. It was yesterday, but We scored with Sabatini, and then they probably should have scored before, in between those goals for 1-1. And then we sort of finished it off. So there's a few moments that have sort of like, we've rolled the dice and we've got a 6. Do you know what I mean? Like, that might not always happen. So I've got to be worried not worried about it, but a bit wary and cautious of it. That some of these games could have gone the other way. But I think all in all, we do deserve to be well clear of the relegation zone. I do think maybe if we wouldn't have got all that luck, we'd be down 13th, 14th. But 13th, 14th, at the start of the season, if someone would have said that to me, I'd have been like, absolutely fine. December 13th, 14th, yes, 100%. So the fact we're 7th, now we're not going to stay here. We're not going to get Europe, any of that stuff. We're overperforming right now. But if we can create a nice little gap towards like 12th and 13th, and we can sort of stay top half, that would be absolutely amazing. And the players are some of them are getting better, some of them aren't getting better, but some of them are getting better. I'm going to show you that in a minute, and then we're going to look at the intake preview at the end of the video. I just wanted to show you guys, sort of bring you through the first half season in Serie A to show you how we've got to grips with the league sort of thing. So that's that. I'm now going to show you sort of this is the first team that we've been using. Flauto up front, Gisti, Fine. I promoted Fino from centre midfield attack into Sabatini's position last year because Fino is 14 finishing, 18 composure, and 16 technique. And if I need a player, a shadow striker, which is where he's playing, and he's through on goal, I need someone that I can rely on. And with that finishing, that composure, that technique, and he's got gets forward whenever possible, and he's also got likes to lob goalkeeper, which gives him another little avenue to go down if he needs to do it in front of goal. I thought him at centre midfield attack, he's a bit wasted compared to we could just use him as shadow striker. And honestly, he scored 5 goals in 17 games and 4 assists, so really happy with him. And what I did then was I put Bonomi in centre midfield attack. Now, if you notice, Bonomi's value has just gone bang. And he's now between 41 and 66 million. Now, I am trying to wait to give him a contract when he's 18 because then I can give him a 5-year contract. But he's currently 4-star current ability, and that is usually when people start to get a little bit, do you know what I mean? I might want to leave. He's getting to that level. Feel the individual training he's been working on isn't suitable. I actually just changed that. I did have it on attacking movement. That's why off the ball's going up and anticipation. I have just changed that because I'm thinking in Serie A passing needs to be better than 9. But the reason why I made him centre midfield attack is I think he's just a bit all-round better going both ways than Fino. Fino's very much an attacking midfielder, and Bonomi's sort of like 11 tackling. He's got good work rate, stamina, good decision-making, deeper at the pitch. I like that. 10 marking as well. Like he doesn't mind defending a little bit as well, which is really, really good for him. Good teamwork too. So putting him back there has been really good. He's got a 6.88, which is absolutely amazing, honestly, for 17 years. Just turned 17. He started the season at 16 in Serie A. That's really good. 3 goals, 2 assists as well, which is really nice. But he's blowing up pretty much. If I look at his progress sheet from August there, he's just gone bang. So he's just going to keep getting better. And we need to get better if we're going to keep him, honestly, because I think when the training facilities keep going up, he's just going to keep going up, and we need to sort of like stay with him. Because if we don't and he starts breaking away, we're going to have a trouble looking after him and keeping him here. So that is one of the issues I do have. Frascadore, I just thrown him in, like I said, and he's played 17 times at left back in Serie A, and he's got over an average rating of 7. I don't know how. 6 tackling. His marking's gone up to 9 and his positioning's gone up to 8. And he's sort of like plateauing a little bit at the moment at the current level because now he is 2.5-star current ability. He isn't at wing back, which is what I'm playing him at. But at complete forward he is. Complete wing back attack he is because he's got flair. And that's basically the difference between wing back and complete wing back is flair. Not just, but and he's got good flair. So that's why that's gone up. But if I look at his progress since August, it has gone up, and that is what matters, this little progress bar, because that is telling you, these arrows here look like he's declining. I say it a lot, but he's not. He's not. It just means he's sort of just hitting a new level, and then he'll go up again, and then he'll probably see some down arrows again, and then he'll hit a new level. So at the end of the day, he's playing well, and he's got potential, and I keep getting told he could become our best left back easily. He's a leading Serie C, and he's potentially a Serie B. So, like I said, he has. If you look there, it's 5 stars, but if we look there, it's 4.5. Now, I don't know if Sardelli, if I coach Sardelli, is a good. Have a look at you. 12 judging potential. Let's send him on that last course. Yeah, I don't think that's a good. We look at advice and reports. Where's Sardelli? I think we're gonna go for. Let's have a look at what our best one is at judging. Judging player potential is right. And that's another issue I wanted to talk about. Onazi, I did change the head of youth. I did change him. He doesn't want to go on a coaching qualification yet, but he will do at some point, I'm pretty certain. But even then, he is better right now, I think. He feels like he is. I feel like I need a next step up. So if we do really well this season and we go up to another 3.5 stars current reputation as a club, I don't think we will. But if we do, I might look to replace him if there's a really good one. So he's not irreplaceable, but I thought at the moment, there's potential on this guy. He's just as good as Cantarelli right now, with potential of getting better. So I thought, in the aim of trying to always push the club forward, which is what I always try and do, and be ambitious, I think it's the right move, honestly. If it's not, and the intake preview is bad, that I'm going to show you in a second, and the intake's bad, then I probably made a mistake. But it should be all right. Should be all right. And also, I think these next couple of intakes are still going to be Cantarelli's doing anyway. Onazi sort of needs a bit of work to sort of bring people in like under 14s, and then they sort of come through anyway. So let's have a look then. Like I said, so Onazi's our best judging player potential by quite a distance, 16. So if we can get player reports from Onazi, that would be really nice. Where are they? Where is he? Head of youth there. He was already doing the youth thing. Oh, I could have just seen there, couldn't I? Development. I think I'm also going to do that with him as well. I think he's just going to be the guy that sort of gives us. Who should I do for this one? I've got Troy Deeney, by the way, as a coach. I know he's not done really well at managing lately, but he's a really good coach on FM, or he's for me. I don't know why Sardelli is sort of doing a lot of things. I don't know who gave him that. Who made him king? I don't know. Coaching advice. No, I don't want coaching advice from you. I think I am going to get coaching advice from Troy Deeney. I am going to get... It's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Because he's actually... I'm going to prove it to you guys, because some people now think I just absolutely love Troy Deeney. I don't dislike him, but he's really good. Got good mentals, but it's these here, determination, level of discipline, and motivating, and a driven personality. He's just a really good coach. So yeah, that's why I'm taking advice off Troy Deeney. But back to where we were talking about Frascadori, weren't we? If we have a look, and hopefully it does say 4.5 star there, but I wonder if it's still from Sardelli and it needs a time to. It doesn't matter if it is, because hopefully these next couple of intakes are going to produce Serie A players now, because our reputation's gone up and our facilities. So now we should be getting a new type of level of players. We should be looking now for players that would start in Serie B, maybe, for us at that level. Because, for example, last year, we had El Mazi started in Serie B, and look at him. I would like to think that a youth player that comes through will be as good as that straight away now. Maybe a little bit worse, but you know what I'm saying, with potential to grow even further. We should have better personalities as well now as you get better, because you can recruit the better players. So yeah, that is where we're at. Zanotti's wanting to leave. Not transfer request leave, but he's sort of like, I want to be in a better squad. He's worth up to 5 million. He's got a 6.99. He's been amazing. Spirited. He likes to bring the ball out of defence. That's really helpful for us, because it sort of entices people to come and press, and it gives us a bit of space up the pitch. So Zanotti's been really, really good. Again, if we look at his progress bar from August, it's just gone up, and it's plateaued a little bit, but he has got a little bit better. Grossi, I do think I'm right about him. We'll see. But I do think I am. His progress has gone up and it's gone down a bit. I just think it's going to do this. I don't think it's going to go up anymore. It's just a feeling I have. I keep saying it. It's just how it is. Gardini's getting better and better. He's gone from a realist personality to temperamental, which I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't think it is. But his progress sheet since August, which is the start of the season, has gone up. That's really nice too. Gargiulo as well, actually, is getting better. He's hit a new level. I think he was one of those guys that we were talking about in the comments when someone left the comment about getting that next level of ability. I think Gargiulo's done that. He's better this season than he was last season. He's now up to 4 stars, which is really good. Again, there you can see he's just gone up a little bit. So Fino's the exact same. Fino is another one that's got a little bit better in the last couple of months. Well, last month, I should say. So I think he's fully hitting his potential. Gisty, he's got 5 goals and 7 assists. He's been amazing, 7.3 average rating. 12 goal contribution in 17 games is really, really good. I do think this guy's going to get better. But even if he doesn't, he's a decent Serie A player and he could improve slightly. That's absolutely fine for me because it's what I wanted. If he was going to be like top level potential, we'd have lost him. Right? We'd have lost him in Serie B. So he's actually matured at a good rate for us. He's along with us rather than... There was a bit of a time where he was a bit like, I want to leave. But now I think we're absolutely fine and we've got a decent Serie A player. If we look at his progress, he's gone up a little bit. I think he's probably going to be where he is now, but that's fine for us because I'm in no danger of losing him as he gets older and he performs at this level, so no problem. Flauto, he's getting a little bit worse at the moment, or not worse, but you know what I mean. But since August, he's gone up a bit of a plateau and then gone up again. So I think that might be the training facilities getting a bit better as well, which is helping. But again, even if he doesn't get any better, he's got 13 goals in 20 games. And he doesn't look special. He doesn't. You wouldn't sign him in Serie A, would you? You wouldn't do it. But he's performing, so can't really complain. Let's get into the intake preview. Let's have a look at it. There's not anything else really that I have to talk about. Everyone else has not really improved. Bartolini is a little bit, but he's also... I don't think he's going to be much better. But he comes off the bench and he does okay for us. Carlotti never plays. He's going to be leaving. Sabatini comes off the bench and does quite well, but he's 32, so I need to replace him. Leonardi's an okay backup. Hox is a decent backup. El Mazi is. Rossi is. Tagioni is. Fancelli is sort of on his way out now. I don't ever have to use Biagini because my goalkeeper never gets injured, touch wood. And Russo is not going to get any better. So... if we have a look as well really quickly at the under-18s, the De Angelis guy that I got through last year is looking okay. I'm getting good reports on him. 5 stars still. Good heading, good finishing. I think he could maybe be better than Flauto at some point. Dumbia is now 2-star current ability, so he's soon going to be put on the bench for the first team, and he might blow up over Grossi. I'm hoping he's got... because he came in after Grossi, I think. I'm hoping he's got better potential than Grossi. And he's always had 5 stars as well, which is always a good sign. It's not everything, but it's a good sign. Nasri as well at right back. I'm also thinking that if Dumbia doesn't improve like I want, then what will happen is Nasri will go in at right back because he's very close to playing in the first team. A little bit better, and I will just launch him in the first team, and then I will just put Gardini in at centre-back and just move him from right back to centre-back. And then Nasri will go right back. Shin Jong Min has gone up to 4.5-star current ability, fairly professional. He's gone down from professional, which is annoying, but he's also a decent little right back that we can have a look at. Fazi, he's gone down to 4.5 stars. His jumping's gone up and his strength's gone up, which is nice. But he's only 16, so we're not worried about that. Aguelfi, I don't think there's going to be much coming out of Aguelfi. We had higher hopes for him at the start, but he's never pushed on, and now his potential's gone a bit down. I'm going to keep... I think in January I'm going to try and loan him out, see if I can get him into a Serie C team or a Serie B team and hopefully push on a little bit, but I don't think he's going to do anything. Everybody else is sort of just as they were. The annoying thing is as well, my under-20s don't get put in a league, which is really frustrating because if you look, and I have a look at I get put in the cup, but if I look at everyone else, they're in a Primavera. They're in, like, is that Serie 1? Like, yeah, that's the like under-20s 1 league with AC Milan. And I thought, because I was in Serie A, that I would get put in this, but that's not the case. And I'm not even in number 2, which is Serie B. And I'm not even in the third one, which is Serie C. I guess that's because we start in the 4th tier. But even then, there's these teams, Casatana, who aren't even in any league, so I don't know why we're not getting entered. I do wonder if I can ask about that. I don't think I can, though. I don't think there's anything I can ask. The board. There isn't. If anybody knows how to do that, that would be amazing. Because usually you get asked at the start of the season if you want to enter players in. It's not happening. Anyway, less waffling, more having a look at the intake preview. We have got Fiorentina as well, which I expect to lose, which will be our true half a season standings. So we'll see. We might beat them, but it's away from home, so I doubt it. Let's have a look at the preview then with the new intake, with the new upgrades and the new reputation. Let's have a look. Come on, please be good. Please be good. Oh, that is good. 3A ratings is really good. Centre-back, centre midfield, striker. Right down the spine of the team. That is really, really good. Don't really need centre midfielders, so if we can retrain one, maybe. Or just have him as backup, because we're going to be looking at backups now, don't we? I don't need a striker, but again, if I get a striker who's looking like he's going to be absolutely amazing and he can pull us into Europe, you never want to turn down one of those level of players. And a centre-back as well, if I can put one of them next to Zanotti, eventually, that would be really good. And even a retrained one, so I like that. I like that. I would have liked fullbacks to be an A. But we've got Nasri, who's coming through at right back, who's 5 stars. And we've also got Frascadori, who's doing quite well. So, not the end of the world. I think wingers, especially a right winger over Vantagiato, if we look at the tactic, at this next game, I'm not going to be able to play Gardini or Vantagiato. I'm going to... Do I trust Gisti? I'm going to play Gisti. I'm going to start him. I'm just... For next game, I'm going to put Bartolini there. And then at right back, I'm going to go with Leonardi, I think. Yeah. Are we going to go with Leonardi? Or Russo? Russo's a bit tight. I'm going to go with Russo. Russo's a bit better. If it was in the cup, I'd have just gone Leonardi. So, if we look at the team, the next upgrades, obviously we're looking at defenders, but I'm hoping those defenders get better. So, fullbacks would have been nice. Vantagiato at right midfield, right wing, he's not getting any better. So I think he's someone that we need to look to improve as well. Our goalkeeper's pretty good. He's averaging a 7. It's always nice to have more good goalkeepers, but he's fine. I don't mind having him for a while. I mean, what do you guys think? Bonomi's just getting better and better. Gargiulo's hit his potential, but he's playing really well. I don't know. There's not massive standout defenders, I guess, but we're just waiting for the guys that we've already got to hopefully be better. So we're in a decent position with the facilities going up and everything. So yeah, that's my half a season report of the first season in Serie A. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I didn't waffle too much. I'd like to get all loads of information in because I want you guys to sort of... I don't want to bore you with all the games because on FM, sometimes the games sort of become like meld into one and sort of become like, oh, I've seen this match before. But I'm sort of trying to bring you like a speeded up version and you guys don't have to look at all the matches, but you sort of know what's going on. So even if I waffle, I'm trying to give you information. And if it's too much, let me know. If it's not enough, if you want to see something else, also let me know as well. Always open for constructive feedback and to improve myself as a content creator. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, please leave a like. Hit the subscription button as well. That really helps me. We're so close to 5,000 now. Please be a part of that. That would help me out so much. And until next time, as always, I'll catch you then.